I'm Nicole Lorig with HomeSmart Lifestyles here in Queen Creek, Arizona. Last week I did a video on seller tips for the seller's property disclosure statement, also known as SPDS. Well, today I'm going to talk about what a buyer should do with the SPDS when they receive it. If you're buying an Arizona home, you need these tips. So let's get started. A lot of work goes into purchasing a home, and making the most of your due diligence period is absolutely imperative. One important piece of the due diligence period is receiving and reviewing the seller property disclosure statement. At the end of this video, I will give you access to a blank copy of the seller property disclosure statement to ensure you are well prepared when the time comes for you to buy your Arizona home. I will remind you later. The SPDS is designed to protect the seller and educate you, the buyer. This 8-page document gives the seller the opportunity to disclose important information about their home to you. Why is this important? Sellers are legally obligated to disclose all known material facts about the property to the buyer, and also it will help cut down on the number of questions going back and forth. The SPDS will basically tell you a story about one of the biggest purchases of your life. To say it's important would be an understatement. In this document, you will find important information about the seller's ownership, building and safety information, utilities, environmental information, sewer or waste treatment, and more. With all that being said, here are my top 5 tips to help you, the buyer, get the most possible out of this one document during your due diligence period. Number 1, thoroughly read it. The key to the SPDS is to read it. You don't want to move in and discover a leak in the roof that was disclosed to you in writing during your due diligence period, but you just didn't bother to read it. It happens. Take the time to read the SPDS cover to cover and make note of anything you are concerned about. Number 2, ask questions. If there's anything you don't understand or that doesn't sit right with you, ask questions and do your research. One awesome tool to help you verify information is the buyer advisory, which will be my next video topic, so come back next Tuesday. But if you aren't able to find the answers you need or aren't sure where to look, let your realtor know. They may be able to point you in the right direction. They can also communicate with the seller's agent and if you need more information directly from the seller. Number 3, verify. The SPDS is completed by the seller, which means it's subject to human error and inaccuracies. If something is really important to you, verify it. What do I mean by this? Well, if you're only buying this home so that your kids can go to a certain school, be sure to call the school to verify that that home is in the catchment area for that school, regardless of what the SPDS says. Another important piece may be verifying HOA dues. Do not leave anything up to chance. If it is important to you, do your research and verify it. Number 4, sign it. You will be required to initial every page of the SPDS, as well as signing and dating the last page. But what does your signature on this document mean? And should you be concerned? No. By signing, you are simply acknowledging receipt of the document. Your signature does not mean that you accept the disclosure or that you are okay with the things they are disclosing. If there's anything disclosed in the SPDS that you disapprove of, you can include it in the binzer. Or if it is more than you can bear, you are not required to move forward with the contract. I will be talking more about the binzer process in future videos, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you are notified when my new videos are released. All right, number 5, share it with your inspector. If anything in the SPDS causes you concern, be sure to share it with your inspector prior to the inspection. Let them know what things you are worried about and have them inspect those elements more closely. For example, if the seller disclosed leak at the front door during the last year's monsoon season, you will want the inspector to pay close attention to how the leak was repaired as well as how any damage was repaired. If you'd like to view a copy of the blank SPDS, simply click the link in the description below. This will help you understand what important pieces to watch out for once you receive the completed SPDS from the seller. Don't forget to check back next week on what the buyer advisory is and how to use it to your advantage. Have a great rest of the week, everyone, and I will talk to you again next Tuesday. Bye.